876 292 677666. You want a horse? Link Claudia Davis, man. You want a piece of land? She are the real big woman, Miss Davis, she are the real big woman. With she, you coulda never go wrong with she. You can own horse and a van through she. You can own acre land. Miss D are the real big woman. With she, you coulda never go wrong with she. You can own horse and a van through she. You can own acre land. She tell me pre-smart, pre-better. Get your own damn place so you prefer it. Dear me wife if you sign up letter car. NHT them a real trendsetter. Plus me don't get a youth of a member. Me son just on table in December. And she look construction too. She be build your house for you and you get it well rendered. Davis, she a the real big woman. With she you coulda never go wrong with she. You can own house and a van through she. You can own acre land. Miss D a the real big woman. With she you coulda never go wrong with she. You can own house and a van through she. You can own acre land. She now start it and left you there. Me I tell your brother, yes, she well prepared. And if you're meeting enough farm a bangarang, she give you lawyer, brother, clear your fear. She are the best RST agent. She help the need if you stop pay rent. They don't care about mind them, just give me strength by steel and gravel and black and cement. Now me house that I build up on the eye, me I save some me money gone up in the sky from. Me Claudia, me say me not lie bang. Got money and me pocket never giant. Me swear for me life, say me son never fi fly so. Hypocrite pagan while we die. And you can't stop Claudia Davis, don't try. Every day another house gone. I Miss Davis, she are the real big woman. With she, you coulda never go wrong with she. You can own house and a van through she. You can own acre land. Miss D are the real big woman. With she, you coulda never go wrong with she. You can own house and a van through she. You can own acre land. Yeah, man. You know. It's Claudia Davis. Pick up yourself. That's a like. Subscribe. Share. Claudia Davis. Can get your house anywhere. Just be prepared without no fear.
All right, here we go.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go, Xander.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to another Sunday Live with Miss Davis. Shoshana. Hello, ladies. Hi, Shoshana. Hi, Cheryl. Hi, Jovan. Hi, Carlene says, good evening, everyone. And Naku is also there. Hi, Naku. Happy Sunday. Claudette Sinclair is here. And Herbert Tuzlin. Herbert seems to be new.
Okay, and that's it. And you give me too many things to look at today, so I can't touch the screen for TikTok here.
I know, but don't touch that.
Oh, good afternoon. I see somebody jumping in. Ideal drafting and construction.
Hi. Herbert is watching from Leedsburg, Florida. Hi, Herbert. Welcome. Claudette Sinclair says, hello, handsome. I guess you're talking to Xander.
Hello, my Xander.
You want to say hi to them, Xando? Say hello.
Hello, my name is Xander McQueenie.
Yes, Xander McQueenie.
All right.
So, Xander, we're on YouTube Live, right? So that means that you're going to have to be quiet. Okay?
The chat has to be quiet on the movie.
You can't be quiet on the movie. You have to be quiet.
They're not all same ways.
Yes, it's the same. You see it?
You see it? Yeah. So this one is TikTok.
Yeah.
And this one is YouTube Live.
Yes.
So TikTok, YouTube Live.
Why do this is called the same ways?
The what?
This is called YouTube. This was their legs.
YouTube, TikTok. TikTok.
This is called TikTok.
Right.
That's called YouTube.
Right.
Zaya says check. Hi, and Carlene Carey's online. Says, hi, Claudia. Hi, Tony. Hi, Carlene.
Hi, Carlina. Oh, Carlina calling now.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, she called me yesterday. I saw the message this morning. So, Carlina, when I come off, call me back. Oh, yeah,
How
call.
I do it? I get a Friday.
Carlene says, how come my name doesn't show any number?
You're going to go to, you're reading the screen. You see Claudia Davis on that screen. Or you see Sivad.Claudia. Xander. You're going to go to Daddy? Gonna stay with Daddy?
Yeah, go and stay with Daddy.
All right. Okay. And can you lock the door for me, please?
Carlene says, was trying to call you about the lots in St. John's Road.
Oh, yes, Carlene. Go to Daddy, Xander. Go to Daddy, please. All right. You want to go watch a TV downstairs?
Okay.
He's working. You want to watch a TV in Auntie's room? Yeah. She's talking about Palmetto Pines story.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Colleen, so you can call me afterwards. The Palmetto Pines have a website, palmettopinesja.com. On the website, the map is there. You click on the map. You can hover over the lots. You'll see the size, the price, if it's available under offer, under contract. We're probably one of the few realtors who use map system to show you what's available. But it's very simple, easy to use. You click on it, it opens, it loads up, and you will see the information that you need. At a glance, yellow is under contract, right?
Yeah.
Blue is available.
Green is available.
Green is available.
Blue is reserved.
Oh yeah, blue is reserved. And you have another color?
Purple is on the offer.
Okay. So we're actually setting up another map for two other maps. One is 3 other maps. One is for Norwich in Portland. Who are the other 2 again?
Frenchman Villa Estate.
Okay, yes. And another one is a third one going. Villanova. Sandra, go to Daddy. Tony, I might have to take him on care though. Or you want me to take him on care? 1 second, everybody. Come, Sandra. Let me take you to Daddy. Come on, watch TV downstairs, all right?
No,
You want to watch TV?
Mom, you know if to turn it on? All right, come stay with him. Come here and I'll do it.
Okay.
Zaya says, damn, my daughter changed up my YouTube username. 1 moment.
All right. Go with Auntie. All right, let me see if I can run this show solo. Hi, my TikTok people. Thank you for coming on. I'm watching 2 screens. Those of you just joining us, this is a show where we discuss money, finance, and real estate. All right. Ask questions, I'll answer. Anything you see me put out in a week or anything you're not sure if you can ask me, I'll answer. I tend to know some things about money and finance. You can ask me, but remember, I'm not a financial advisor or expert. Just personal things that I've done for myself and my family. Where am I? Oh, I'm a Carlene. All right, Carlene. So the website, and then you call me after live. We finish here at 5 o'clock. Zoanne, hi Zoanne. Thank you for joining. Mark me as Kendrick. They do that sometimes, eh? Hi, the Buffalo. Good afternoon. And on my TikTok, I see Don joining. I see Jermaine. Tuffy's joining. C43 Boss, thank you for joining. Thank you so much, everybody.
Any real estate questions yet?
Not so sure. You can ask me about money, finance, and real estate, everybody. So today I'm grounded this week. I should give it a drama, but I'll tell you a little later.
I actually went to the Kingston Art Walk and bus tour today, and that was pretty good.
Excuse me. It's too loud. Something is too loud.
What's too loud?
What's too loud? The TV? What is too loud? Grandma?
What is that? The whale?
What show is he watching?
I don't know.
So turn it down, Xavier. You turn it down with the remote.
Yeah,
go ahead.
Turn down the volume.
Use the remote. This is his life.
Yes. Different.
You have to turn it down.
Oh, Zaya is Kendrick. Oh, that's why he said mark me as Kendrick.
Oh, your daughter's smart, man. You can jump on and change your handle. All right, so I was having a discussion earlier. In one of the chats. Then Tony, go see what's going on over there. See what's going on in that. Something about a whale. We're discussing about wealth and Jamaican families, right? I'm of the view that you really can't teach what you don't know. So if your parents didn't know about building wealth and leaving money for you and buying house and land and all these things, they just didn't know, right? So they can't teach it to you. I happened to learn about it when I read a book called The Richest Man in Babylon. And that really was because I have always been a reader. My mother was the first one who logged me on to reading. She used to bring home the Star and I had to read it for everybody in the yard. Dear Pastor, Love Lord, you name it. So she logged me on to that. And from then I love reading. Mills and Boone, Harlequin Models, you name it. But in 1988, I was 20 years old at the time. I usually go into the bookstore because I was working in an insurance company in New Kingston at the time. And there was this bookstore called Bookland, right on Hudson Boulevard. It's probably still there. And I used to go in there and browse the books, browse the comics, browse the magazines. And this particular day I went in there, I saw this little book, The Richest Man in Babylon. And I decided to pick up the book. I read the book. It's an easy book to read, very easy, simple, not in our kind of English language, but English enough for you to understand. It's in a kind of old world kind of talking. And the book teaches you through stories, and it teaches you through this man who was the richest man in Babylon at the time. He was telling his stories of how he became the richest man in Babylon. So there are quite a number of stories, quite a number of lessons. I read the book at first and I put it down. I didn't follow anything it said. I put it down. I pick it up again and I read it again. And this time I was serious about it. So the book has 7 cures. How to fatten your purse, which is really how to keep money in your pocket. And I know I'm looking off screen. Tony, you need to get both of these phones in one place. I could say if we can put this one here, so. Is that better, guys? That way, when I'm looking at the screen, both of you are seeing me, right? And the book teaches you about how to turn this one. About how to fatten your purse, which is basically how to have money in your pocket. Now, those of you who have not read that book, you really need to read the book. We have a book club. I have a book club that I go through. Every time we start the book club, that's the first book that we read, The Richest Man in Babylon. Because that book teaches 7 fundamental things that you need to know. You don't know it, you're just not going to make it in a life. That's just the truth. And they're basic things that you would say, but people don't know that. One of the first things he says is save 10% of your pay. You listen to me say, and Claudia, people don't know that.
No, best believe it or not.
Best believe it that they don't know that. Every money that they get, they give it to somebody else. They give it to Flow, they give it to Digicel, they give it to JPS, they give it to them friend, and give it to the school. And you're going to say, but Claudia, all those bills have to be paid, Well, when you read The Richest Man in Babylon, it will be a rude awakening for you, because you're going to realize that some of those bills that you're paying, you don't have to be paying it.
Yeah.
You know, or you shouldn't be paying it, right? But it is a very enlightening book. Persons on my TikTok, just to let you know that the book club, Tony, when are we starting the book club? Look out for it. I'll definitely put out some kind of a announcement on TikTok that we're going to be starting the book club, because I know some of you I'll tell to go read the book. Some of you will buy the book, put it beside the table, and you don't read it. As humans, you're busy. Every day you're busy, you can't read a book. Some of you will buy the book, read it, but you don't understand what is it teaching. And some of you will buy the book, read it. You said it's too hard, man. Nothing can go so.
You don't believe it.
And some of you will say, this too easy, man. This can't make me have money, man. This too easy. And I'm actually reading this book here now. What got you? Let me see.
What got you here
won't get you there, depending on where you want to go, right? So, everybody, it's important that you join the book club. For those, especially for those of you who will say, the book, I'm tired, I'm this, I'm that. Well, I can tell you learn by osmosis. A lot of persons in the class actually learn by osmosis. We usually do it on a Sunday. So, like after the TikTok or after the live, I'll probably do it like at, what time I normally do it? About 6 o'clock, thereabouts.
Depends. Last year you did it before.
Last year we did it before live. Right. So it just depends on my schedule and what I'm doing. But we usually meet on a Sunday, go through the book. This time I want you to read the book and then you come and we discuss it.
You have a question.
All right. So you have to, lots are available in all Villanova. Yes, they are. Go to the website, villanovaja.com. villanovaja.com. There may be 1.6 million was left, but I know somebody put in an offer on it yesterday. I don't know if Tony has another chance to clear our inbox. But the others I know should be available. So I want you to listen on for the book club. I have to start it back because I realized in the conversations that some of you just don't know what to do. And the truth is, if you're not taught, you just don't know what to do. Some persons too, that same book teaches you that you go to school to learn to read. But you have to do something else. You have to now go take that ability that you have to read and go and seek out other knowledge using the fact that now you can read. So now that I can read, I have to now go and get other books, right? And learn other things. The same book, Richest Man in Babylon. I think the 7th cure is you must keep. What is it, Xander? Hello. Cut that out. What is it? No, sir, you can't speak so fast. You have to speak slowly. So
are you hungry?
I just have stew peas. Me feed him some alone.
Marcia says, hi Claudia, my name is Babysitting.
Yeah, you can't call me Marcia after 5. Your name is Babysitting.
My Serenity says, I'm late. Hi everyone.
Hi everyone. Hi. No, I was telling him that same book, The Last Cure, is you have to learn more. You have to keep learning. What happens? Some persons go to school, them learn 1 and 2 things, and then them stop learning. You may learn to be a nurse, a cook, a doctor, a teacher, Indian chief, anything, but then you stop. So right now, I say my profession is realtor, but I still have to keep learning. Xander, Tony, I forget him down to his dad.
We're gonna call later.
Go to your dad.
We're gonna call later.
Over, Mom.
Oh, sorry. Watch your foot, Zala. Get him to his dad.
Mommy.
Telling me he has to control it. All right. So Xander's mom is not here, which is why I know he's not complying. If his mom was here, he would be okay. But his dad is here. And as usual, dads have no way, don't have no clue to control a kid. So, my serenity. All right. Invite who? Hi guys, I'm just bouncing between. Aggregate source. If I'm interested in sand, check us out. Okay. Top boss up, Paula Jennings. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. All right, so YouTube live. Are there any questions? Remember, you have to ask me the questions. Ask the questions now before everybody start to jump in and ask the questions and you don't get an answer. So my serenity says, are there any building standards for building for disabled people? Depends on the disability though, but are there building standards?
Isn't that what OSHA is for?
Hold on. So your building standards are in a document called, what on earth is it called again? It's on NEPA website. And I actually think I have a book behind me, but it's also on the website.
Let me try and find it.
Find it, Tony. It's called the Development Order. That's what it's called. I'm looking behind me and I think I spot it. It's actually that pink book that's behind me, right down that shelf. So let me go for it. But it's also online. Now each parish have one of these. You can pick this up from NEPA or it's online. I love book business, but you don't have to buy the book, guys. You can go online. It also have in here all the maps that are governed by the development order. So suppose this one is for Portland because Ecosted at Norwich is in Portland. We are right in the development order section, which is Norwich, Port Antonio actually. So I had to buy this one for Portland, and now I have one for St. Anne as well.
So how you
because
know
Riverstead is in St. Anne.
How you know it has things for disabled persons?
It does, it does. You find it yet online?
But I'm not sure what to look for. There's no search.
You have to, no, see, you have to click one of them. That's Manchester, you're looking at Clarendon, see? Have for filling stations, da da da. So let's see now. I need to get into here. All right, so the contents, tell you the usages, let me see. The maps, density, height, and lot coverage from major land use, parking for disabled. It's about parking layout, setbacks from high water park, parking standards. Design of parking.
Have a glossary.
Have a contents, table of contents. First thing. Have you opened it yet? You need to open it, put it up on the screen for them.
Just try to open.
Conservation.
It's not loading now.
So this one I have housing at 350B.
My friend says in the USA there is AD, American Disability Association.
I think I have one here too, but thing is, who is in charge of that? Is that Senator Floyd Morris, who is He's another PMP go. He's actually blind, but he's one of our senators. And he does a lot with the disabled. I'm trying to see if they made anything specific for disabled under housing. So housing is 350B 320.
Henry.
As a heading, visibility displays, guidelines for hotels.
It's not opening. Document too big.
So the disabled only need special parking.
But they need stair access and wider doors and just
I would think
things.
so. I would think so.
Lower hand. Maybe we're in the wrong document.
I'm wondering. There is a go back to the website. Go back to NEPA website. This is development order for every parish that tells us our density, our services. Google what the question that she asked. Let me see what them said. But this is on parking only applied to this only applies to parking for the disabled. Figure 2, 350B, 453. 350B, 453. Parking layout. Oh, and they're more showing me the parking. To allow for assisted parking for the disabled. To allow for assisted wheelchair users, a preferred width of special spaces allocated for disabled drivers is 3 meters, minimum 3.20. So 3.60, but the minimum is 3.20. To allow for ambulant disabled people, the preferred width for parking is 3 meters, minimum 2.80. While maneuvering space may be tight, a width of 3 meters will be practical cater for independent wheelchair users. So this only addresses parking for the disabled. I wonder why. Only parking.
The Jamaica Council for Persons with Disabilities is a statutory body established by the Disabilities Act.
The Disabilities Act. When was the Disabilities Act going to play?
2014.
No, this is the national policy.
Oh, this wouldn't cover anything about disability?
It's a guideline. They're already table of contents. That's acronyms. Yeah. So they can the speed read. I can scan the page and know what's on
Special needs housing? That's what it come under?
Maybe. What number is that? 73?
Yeah.
But I guess this is just a policy to say that, yes, we need to make sure that we have special needs housing and how many and so on. Right? So that's just a policy.
Oh.
But
she wants more of the concrete stuff. Height for doors, stuff like that. Okay. We'd have to look deeper then.
Is it that you're building if you're doing like a nursing home or one of these assisted living, I would imagine that Jamaica would probably have some guidelines.
My surrender says, what is required to have a building disability certification, especially people in wheelchairs?
Don't think there's any such thing. Maybe just a ramp.
Well, maybe she can speak to the Disabilities Association and maybe they can
Yeah, but
guide
that's
us
just
further.
yeah, but that's just an association.
Yeah, but maybe they
need
know where to
something.
point us.
You need some law that says this is what it should be, which I don't think we have yet. She asked for a building disability certification. Before you can have certification, you must have some standards. You understand? And those standards must be universally known. They must be published somewhere and so on. So,
But
my Serenity, punch it into Google, ask it specific for Jamaica and see if there is a company here that have a building disability certification. I don't know of that. What I do know is that public buildings have started to put in ramps. They've started to retrofit themselves so that the disabled can have access. Those are public buildings. I don't know about private buildings. So. But if you notice, all the ministries and everybody now have ramps. And because of my knee, I tend to use ramps. So I know that they're there. You know, I use them.
Stacy says hi on TikTok.
Oh, hi, Stacy.
And Tiny. Hi, Tiny.
Hi, Tiny. Did you know there are 2.4 thousand persons here? Am I reading this right?
No, there's only 6 persons here.
No, it's over here. You must look.
No, I think that's just how many persons you have on TikTok in total. But who's on your live?
No,
right
no,
now?
no. I don't have more than 2,000 persons on TikTok.
You don't?
I do. I have over 3,000 persons now on TikTok. So I know that is not the figure that I have on TikTok.
I know, but this is your live count here. So this I don't know what this is. Oh, I'm touching that light.
You don't know what it is. 3,904 followers. 67 following. But I don't know. I don't know what it means. Somebody tell me what it means. What does a 2.4K at the top, where my face is with a little heart? Is that how many hearts I've gotten throughout the time that I've been here? What is it?
Maybe. Yeah, see there? Somebody says that's just the likes on TikTok.
Oh, the likes, 2.4K. That's great. 7 persons, Tony said join. Great, guys.
All right. So
stay. You're going to learn a lot when you stay. All right. Tony, we need to publicize that we'll be on TikTok. We haven't been doing that, so we need to do that.
Master is hit the like button, guys.
Yeah, hit the like. Hit the share too, guys. Hit the share. I was listening to another TikToker. Every minute just hear, you touch a screen. You sleeping? You have to touch a screen.
What does that mean?
You know, touch a screen, because apparently if there's no activity, TikTok says there's no activity, like what they did us last week.
Oh, so you have to touch a screen to mommy?
No, the viewers have to touch a screen. Oh. Somebody says I want a piece of land. That's a start, wanting it, but you have to do some steps to get it.
Here's another person says, how can I purchase a land?
Those questions you're asking me, they're so easy. So it starts with a desire. Yes, you want to purchase the land. Yes, you want a piece of land, which is good. But what you need now are the steps to follow behind that. What are the steps? What do you think is the first step? Somebody on live, tell me. Anywhere.
See, somebody said, I'm soon check you, getting my pre-approval.
No, somebody said, go through the steps with us. I want you to tell me the steps. Tell me the steps. It come in your head, you want a piece of land. Yes, good. Love that thought. It's just like saying, I want to go to university, or I want to get married, or I want to have a baby. Same thing, right? So what are the steps? Let's just say you want to have a baby. What would you do? This is blocking my screen. What would you do? What would be the first step? You want to have a baby. What's the first step? If you want to have a baby, somebody tell me. You too.
I'm qualified for 9 to 13 million.
That still don't mean nothing yet. What's the first step? Really?
Cheryl says thought first. Then Cheryl says know what you can afford first.
All right. But there's something before that. You have to know what are the components that will make up me getting this land.
My surrender says find a good man.
Right. So if you want to have a baby, one of the components was finding a man, virile man, if you wanted to have a baby.
Mm-hmm.
However, in modern, that is not even a criteria anymore, because there are other ways now of a baby, right? So what you want to know is what are the components that will go into my getting this piece of land or me going to university. Remember, the goal is getting the land. Getting in the university is the goal. Having the baby in your hand is the goal. What are the steps?
Read and Play says know your affordability budget and get your docs in place. And Norma says know the process.
Yes. Know what is involved, the process, the steps. So if you are going to make a cake, would you just go to the stove, light it, and say you're going to make a cake? Is that the first step?
No.
Can't be the first step, guys.
You have to know what
so you have to know the process, right? And then you have to say to yourself, what kind of cake am I going to make? Orange marmalade, ginger cake, you name it. What kind of cake am I going to make? Right? Similar to what kind of baby do I want? What kind of university degree do I want? What do you want? You have to know that down to the T.
So why you don't just tell us what we need to know?
No. That's not how it works. Because what I tell you now, you totally forget it. You have to work it through. Which is why when you're in class, those are persons who sit around waiting for the teacher to tell them the answer. When they go in the exams, they fail. You have to understand, how did the teacher arrive at this?
Surrender says education first.
Mm-hmm. How did the teacher arrive and know that 1 and 1 is 2, 2 and 2 is 4, 3 and 3 is 6? All of us don't know how that maths come about, but it is there, right? But you can either learn it by rote, which is how you learn it in school. 1 and 1 is 2, 2 and 2 is that, you learn it by rote. But you really don't know why 4 and 4 is 8 and 3 and 3 is 6. You really don't know. And which is why too. Because you don't know the root and the fundamental of it. When you have to deal with numbers now, and numbers equate to money in the modern world, you get lost.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Because you don't know what is the background. How is it? Today I had to talk about concrete. How do we get concrete? Concrete is 4 components come together, but you have to know the 4 components. If you don't know it, you miss out one, you don't have concrete. Mm-hmm. So if you don't know what are the components of this? Now, one of the first things I learned was, why do I want to bake a cake? Why do I want a piece of land? Why do I want to go to university? Why do I want to move from here? So why do I want to leave my husband? Or why do I want a husband in the first place? The why is what comes first. So yes, it pop in your head that, I should buy a piece of land. Or somebody tell you should buy a piece of land. Like when my friend said, Claudia, go buy a house. When I was looking somewhere to rent. My thing would be, but why? Yeah, she said for go buy a land. Yeah, she said for buy a house. Yeah, she said for get married. But why do you want to get married? Why do you want to get a piece of land? Drop it in the chat. Why? Someone tell me some of the whys. What are some of your whys? And the thing is, your why must be compelling. So if it is that you want to go to university and you're fleetingly just saying it, thinking to your brain, If you don't have a fundamental reason why you want to go to university or why you want to go foreign, it's not going to happen. You must have this fundamental reason, this burning thing in you. Same book teach me that, richest man in Babylon.
I know I met someone who wanted to purchase land, and their why was, it's 4 sisters, and we need to get out of the ghetto.
Right? So is that a compelling why? Somebody says because you want somewhere to live. No. If you already live somewhere, is that a compelling reason to want to buy a piece of land because you want to live somewhere? I want to think about it. If you already live somewhere, like Tonya now, already live somewhere, Tonya, would because you want to live somewhere be compelling enough for you to go buy a piece of land?
Not for me.
No. So you have to make sure that is because you want to live somewhere why you want the piece of land. Right?
This person says, I want my own place.
All right.
Yeah.
Now you're getting there. So you might be living somewhere already. But really and truly, you get up this morning and say, I want my own place, man. I'm tired of them people. I want my own place.
Tired of the rent.
Yes. Yeah. Now you're getting there.
Tired for
the reason. I wanted to dig out the reason. So Monica said, no. Monica said, oh, planning research center. Okay. Then he says, I want to stop paying rent. All right. So now the reason that come out. So your parent and you want to stop paying rent. Tiny says, I want a piece of land for investment. You see how specific that is?
Yeah.
You want a piece of land for investment. And yes, Tiny, you know why you want a piece of land.
Colin says, I want a piece of land to build a house, so when I come to Jamaica, I don't have to stay with family anymore.
All right. So you see, they're getting more specific now.
Yeah.
Right? Why you want a piece of land for investment? Why?
Norma
Why?
says additional income.
Right.
Then he says, not nice to pay rent.
Not nice. As if Ronaldo said, hi, Claudia, it's Renardo. Hi, Renardo.
Hi, Renardo.
Thank you for finding us on TikTok. Hope on Matterpine's going with the weather. I can't wait to build. Tara, bless. It's going great. No flooding. We don't even know it's a rainfall. You told me, telling us how we're going to fix it. I don't believe it. They're telling us how we're going to fix it. All of the doubtful Thomas them. But guess what, Tara? You are in a good place.
Yeah.
We're hoping to start delivering by October. That's what they tell me. I don't believe it. I tell them that. I say, guys, I don't know what you all smoking, but I don't believe you giving out no titles in October. But let's see. So them say October. I'm holding my breath here. We're at the 28th of September, guys. And we're still a big drain. We're still a couple. But not even start roll out the ball. We just drop the ball. We just start come back. They should have started the water lines this week. Did they start?
Yes, they did.
Oh,
I saw water lines leading from John's Road coming into the development. So
okay.
I did see that.
Okay, great. So we're getting there. Because remember, the first step is scope of the roads. The second step is the sewage, which we're done with that. The third step would be the drain, so we're done with that. The fourth step is actually the water line, so we're getting there. And then when we're done the water lines, the fifth step is to compact the road with the mall and stuff, and then we'll put on the asphalt and we're done. No.
The GPS.
I forgot the sidewalks.
Yeah.
So we did. Have they started putting in the curb walls?
No.
No, not yet, because we're doing water lines. So, yeah, and GPS. What GPS comes last, eh? Because remember, we have to have sidewalk, curb wall, verge, everything for GPS put on power lines. So I say to them, guys, men already, them don't know time, them underestimate time. Tell them 10 o'clock, them reach 11 and wonder why you're vexed.
No, they're like, it's soon come, man. It's soon done. Soon done. All
right, but we need one of the species to be optimistic, and that's the male. That's the male species. That's why we move forward in life, because the male is always optimistic, ready to take on the world. Happy for that, right? So we're glad we have them. No, all right. So that's the first step. Why you need land? Somebody asked, where is that? That's Palmetto Pines on St. John's Road in Spanish Town, St. Catherine, but it's not in Spanish Town.
It's on the outskirts.
It's on the outskirts of Spanish Town. It's that road that take you up to Dovecot. That's where it is, right?
Dawn says,
Go to the website, palmettopines.ja.com. So Dawn says she need land to build. I don't want to buy pre-build. I'm looking to come back home. I don't want foreign life in Jamaica. I've had enough of foreign life. I don't want no gated community and no HOA. Careful what you ask for, be very careful what you ask for, because I tell you, so them TV have my license plate, I soon tell you the story. I guess because I wish I was in a gated HOA where them take off the plate. So yeah, be careful what you ask for, all right? So you want a P? Well, all right. So Dawn give me some specifics too. She said she need a land to build. Then she tell me what she don't want. She don't want to buy a pre-build, looking to come back home. I don't want foreign life, yeah. I've had enough of foreign life. I don't want a gated community and no HOA. All right, Dawn, but I want you to phrase that differently now. I want you to say what you want.
She did.
I have my own specific floor plan already. Would build 2 small duplex if possible. So Dawn, I want you to forget about what you don't want. That's key. You know why it's key? Because the universe will listen to you. The universe don't know the difference between good and bad things that you're saying. It'll take everything in a stride. So if you walk up and down and say, I'm going to kill a goat, and if you come back in my yard, I'm going to kill it. No, so one day when the goat come in your yard, you're going to kill it. All right? But if you get up every day and say, I'm going to feed the goat, 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 every day the goat come, you're going to feed it. So I want you to be positive in thought and positive in what you're saying out to the universe about what you want. Because anything you ask the universe for is going to manifest itself. All right? One way or another. I learned that in a book called Trying to Remember. Well, first I learned it in law about actus reus and mens rea. Well, mens rea comes first before the actus. So what it means is that the mens rea means a thought. Thought process comes first. Now, let me explain it simply. While I'm talking to you, I have to think. I cannot say any words unless it comes into my thoughts first. Guys, try it. Try and speak without the thought coming to your brain first. Has to come there first, right? Mm-hmm. So that's the mens rea. The actus rea is when you actually act on it, right? So the mens rea is, I'm going to kill that goat and I'm going to kill that goat. Yeah, every day I say that in your mind till one day about you talk it out now. Universe catch it now. And then the actus rea comes after the goat really provoking and kill him. That's why people stab them friend and do all kind of things, right? Because they were thinking about it before. So the Palmetto starts at 7 million. Go on the website, palmettopinesja.com. We also have lots at Villanova, villanovaja.com. All right. Somebody says I helped them in 2020 in COVID. Rental now in Fort Moore. You should be asking about something to buy now, man. Something to buy.
Yeah, that was 5 years ago.
5 years ago.
Be on the buying track now.
All right. So we're living in the matrix says they have the specific floor plan, right? No. Okay. So we do the why. Why you want to bake the cake? Because it is Miss Davis's birthday tomorrow, and I want to give Miss Davis a cake for her birthday. That's a good why. Why do you want a husband? Because I really think I need a partner to help me through life, to protect me, and I protect him. I really need to bond with somebody, so to be my soulmate, whatever reason. I want to have a baby. I want to, why? Come with the whys, and they must be deep, thought-provoking. They must be specific to you. Because Tony might want a piece of land, but she have a different reason than me. Mm-hmm. Right? So, guys, it must be specific to you. All right? So we're done with the why. What come next? What going to come next in your thoughts?
How?
How? Mm-hmm. And what else? Well, it's really all the things that the why, who, where, when, how. It's all of those that must come in your brain next now, right? And of course, you can write it down too. That way, you're more guided along the path. So let us see now. Why do you want to buy this house? How are you going to buy it? The land. What are the resources available to me? A lot of you don't think about that. What is immediately in front of me, the resources in front of me that will help me, enable me to buy this house? What are those resources? Some of them.
NHT.
I don't want to give them the man saying, them asking you the question. What them have working through. What are some of the resources that you need? What are the, yes? Why, how, when, right? Somebody got it. Read and play. Right.
Nice Serenity. What can I afford?
Right. What you can afford? What are the resources available to you? So you have your bank account, that might be zero, so zero resource. What are some of the other resources you have that may be in front of you that will allow you to meet this goal? So let us say the goal is to go to school. What are the resources? You know, say it might need some money. It might, doesn't say that it need your money, but it might need some money because you can go university free to guys. No. Instead of saying, I want a piece of land, is it that you want a piece of land or is it that you want to buy a piece of land? There's a difference. Because if you want a piece of land, land they all bought. You can't come to Miss Davis and say, Miss Davis, you know, say, me see with a piece of land you now use right now. Can I use it for 10 years, 20 years, 40 years, 50 years? Can I? Then you would have beat the objective of wanting a piece of land.
And people have done that.
Persons have done that. So you must be specific. You want a piece of land. That's not specific enough. So like somebody says, I want to buy a piece of land because I want to build my own house. I want to leave the United States of America. I want to come home to Jamaica to live. You notice how specific that was? Something is missing though from the specifics. What is missing?
Timeline.
The timeline is missing. In other words, you want to buy a land, but when? So we come to the next W now. When you want to buy the land? Tomorrow? Next month? Next year? What is the when, guys?
And that's important because it really puts you into action in how fast you're going to move on this want or need.
And it puts you into action with certain steps.
Yeah.
So when, the urgency of the when determines that person's coming to me now want Villanova. The NHE giving them 5 million, they need 1 million for deposit because the cheapest land is 6 million. Steve, I have the money, Miss Steve, I have the money. So money is all around you. You might have it in your bank pocket, but it's all around you. Go in your WhatsApp, pull out everybody's name out of the WhatsApp, start making the phone calls.
Call up the baby father.
Call everybody, you know.
Call up your parents.
Everybody. People love help people. When you start put your foot forward, and it's not that people love help people, but guess who love to help you? The universe love to help you. The creator, God, Jesus, who love to help you. If you cry out for the help, you're going to get it. But you have to believe it. You learn that. Jamaicans learn that. You learn in church and everywhere that you must believe, right? Your faith must be strong.
You have to really believe it, not like, I believe. You have to really believe it.
You have to really believe it. Been there, done that, right? All right. So, what we discussed already, the why, the
time frame,
the how,
when.
No, the when, sorry. The why, the when, which is the time frame. When you want this piece of land. When, by when. A lot of you not putting a stamp on the when. That's why 1 year from now, 2 years from now, you not have no land still.
Yeah.
Because you never put no time stamp on the when. So you see now why I can't just tell you something, I have to discuss it so that you understand when we say these things and the steps that you're getting now. You must make sure right now that you have to be specific in it, right? So we discussed the why, the when. Before we go to our next W, let's look at the how.
Nice really say get a money man.
That can be a what?
A hoe.
A hoe.
That's one of the hoes.
That's one of the hoes. You will laugh about it, but it's the truth. That's one of the hoes, right? So you decide your strategy. Miss Claudia, can I get land for 2 million? I think so. But where? Maybe in Clarendon?
Mm-hmm.
Which parish have land for 2 million? I think you can't find land for 2 million. Tony soon look up some land for you for 2 million. So how are you gonna get this money?
Read and Play says the bank, salary, family and friends, partner plan, NHT.
Right,
savings.
right. So Read and Play. The banks. Why you say the bank first? Read and Play. Salary, family and friends, partner plan, NHT, children savings account. Don't forget that.
Yeah, I heard the other thing that there's some companies that actually give you money towards depositing on a piece of land or house. Your company.
Your own company that you work for. You're not going to ask them or go seek out the information.
Yeah.
Some of you have unions in your company that part of the package is that they must lend you or give you X amount to as a deposit for the house.
Yeah.
But you don't know that you don't have the benefit, right? So that's why somebody said earlier, research. So you have to do the research. So I want you to add to that children's savings accounts. Some persons will save money for a child's education and them start save from the baby just born. This kid reach 5, them don't own a house yet. Kid reach 10, them don't own a house yet. Eh?
Mm-hmm.
Child reach 50, you still don't own a house. So what really? You want to save for a child's education more than how you want to buy a house for yourself or a piece of land?
Stacy says you help me, husband, and I to buy our house.
Oh, that's hi, Stacy, but I'm not true. Stacy, Mrs. Stacy. I know so many persons named Stacy. Husband and I. Stacy must give me a shout out on WhatsApp and tell me hi and remind me. All right. So Stacy said I help her and her husband buy a house. Right. So guys, we do the why. Remember the why, make sure the why powerful and strong, man. We did the what? Where? We did the where? No, we don't do the where yet.
Mm-mm. You did how?
We did how. So we're on where now. So where you want to buy this?
Oh, Gortuka.
Stacy. Oh yes, Stacy. Look what she find up on TikTok. I tell you, it's 20 on TikTok long time. Well, Stacy here. That's why I tell you now. I love my people that me know, man. Stacy was the first person who came to me and said, Miss D, say NHT giving back. You can use your contribution refund up to 2 years in the back as part of your deposit. Stacy was the first client tell me that. I never said, Stacy, not go so. I never said that. I said, Stacy, come show me how this go. And Stacy go through, get the letter from NHT, bring it back to the liar. Liar, give a little challenge or kind of first liar I hear about this. And Stacy worked with her husband and get the property. Right? Good Stacy. Yes, Stacy. Go to. That was one of the first houses I sold to maybe
after the quad, right?
After the quad, it was probably about the fourth. You were about the third or fourth person I sell a house to, Stacy. The time I run up and down, I had a Portmore, Spanish Town, them time. I remember that was my target area.
Mm-hmm.
Tony, we need to go flesh out back Portmore because them agents have to come over and Portmore, give them a run for their money. So thank you, Stacy, for being on. And I tell you, Stacy's story is very inspirational. One day she'll tell you about it. I might invite you, Stacy, to come on when we get our new place for you to come and share your story. But thank you so much, Stacy. She asked me for with Maitland. No, we have our own company. Real Estate Merchants is our company. But I remember Maitland. Yeah, man, Maitland, we work with Maitland with valuation still. And Stacy bought a house that had a breach on it, right, Stacy? The back had a breach. And that's how I met Sean. Because Stacy gave me Sean. So eventually, Stacy, the man who drew back your building, as they said, we could put it through the parish council to the correction on the covenant. So with Stacy's house was actually built right up to the wall. But we never leak it down. What we did was change the covenant to say it should be 0. Instead of saying it should be 5 feet from the wall, it said 0 to the wall. And Stacy them never each when them buy that place, and man, me tell you, say, me I say to myself, so somebody go look at it first. Me I say somebody I go buy this. But Stacy worked, and it's not as if to them did have the money to. Remember, Stacy? Never have the money. Never have the money. But me I tell you no say the net why you see? But Stacy had a compelling reason why she wanted to buy a house. And I'm telling you, Stacy is here and she would tell you say, you don't need the why.
It has to be strong.
The why of it strong. I remember Stacy, gosh, I remember how the kids, they're supposed to big now. I'm supposed to in a high school or go university now or something, Stacy. It's that long. But I tell you that the why have to be important. All right, so we reached the where.
So we turned into an apartment.
I so love it, Tina. Love when people just move them life along. Yeah, I remember it. I think who did that drawing there again? Yeah, man, I remember it. You did well. Stacy. But you must come back and start buying more house, man. Buy more property. All right. Just one day Stacy will tell you our story. Such a good story. I love good stories. But the why is important. It was important for Stacy at the time. She had to do it. And that was what gave her the push and the momentum to get it moving and get it going, right? So you need that. You can't just sit down in your mother house and I say, one piece of land, every day you get up, one piece of land, but you're not a reason to leave your mother house. You don't know why you want to buy land. All right, so we did the why, we did the how, did we do the where? Not yet. So where is determined by quite a number of things. It might be determined by where your job is. That is the most important thing. Where is the job? Is the job easy to leave? Suppose you take up yourself and buy a place in Mobile. Can you leave a job? Can you leave Mobile and come to Kingston, come work every day? No. So the where your job is used to be a very compelling factor. These days, because of online work, where the job is no longer so compelling for a lot of persons. Like me, I can live anywhere in Jamaica and work. My job is mostly on a computer or just driving to a location, show it and come back wherever. So I can be wherever I want to be in Jamaica and work, right?
Jason says, I need a land, but the deposit is the problem.
You identify the problem before you identify the land, or the why and the where. You say need, but why do you need a house? Spell it out and tell us.
You don't need a house, you need land.
Oh, you need land. Yeah, but why you need the land? What is a compelling reason? Because I can guarantee you, if your reason compelling enough, you will find the deposit. You're just not finding it because you don't have a deep reason.
Not only that,
you have a superficial reason why you want the land.
All right, I met someone who's earning $80,000 a month, and they were able to save $700,000 because her why was compelling enough for her to sacrifice and save.
Yep. We meet people like that all the time.
Yeah.
Them come and look at the property we have. It can't even to some of those houses that we sell. The Belly Acre. All of them that we sell. There are always a set of persons who come who just don't have the money. Yeah. Don't have the first dollar. And they're in basic jobs. But guess what? The why is so compelling that them have to listen to Miss Davis and go in on the WhatsApp and start to make the phone call them. That one of the persons I know made a sacrifice by getting another job.
Yeah.
She leave work at 12 in the night, 1 o'clock in the night. And by 7 o'clock, she's at another job in the morning. So she have a day job plus she have a night job. Yeah. Lady only get 4 hours sleep for the whole time when we build the place.
Who said they didn't know that they could only do 1 meal a day.
Yeah.
It used to be 3 meals a day. And the minute they focused the mind, 1 meal per day, and that was the lunchtime meal, they were able to save so much money. I couldn't believe it.
Right. So The why has to be very powerful, and you will find it. So Yannick says, I need a house or land because I have 2 boys and I need to move them out of the ghetto.
Exactly.
All right, so that's powerful. Are you in there with them or you live somewhere else? Because moving them out of the ghetto, if that is the compelling reason, why do you need to wait to get a piece of land to move them out of the ghetto?
Yeah, because you could just move them out of the ghetto.
Because you can't just move them out of the ghetto. So is it, you see, your why must be strong. It must be very strong. It must be compelling enough for you to want to get up today and get it done. So Yannick, is the real reason that you want to move them out of the ghetto? Because if the real reason is that you want to move them out of the ghetto, there are many ways to move them out of the ghetto without buying a piece of land.
Yannick says, I live there with them. I am getting my
Pre-approval.
All right.
If you want to leave out of the ghetto, you can leave out of the ghetto, Yannick, before you get that land. So it seems to me that moving out of the ghetto is not the compelling reason, because you can do that even without owning land, right? So think about it. You're getting your pre-approval, but what about the other steps that we spoke about? What? No, we get to the what.
Oh, hold on. We have someone who and play. How would you advise a young 22-year-old was an intern, now has a first job, 80K per month salary, who wants to buy real estate, prefer land to build, but doesn't feel it's possible? Oh, it's very possible.
First of all, you have to feel that it's possible. You have to change here. Everything starts with your mindset, your headspace. So if you believe you won't get married, you won't, child, you won't. Everything starts here, right? You say you're earning 80K per month salary, you earn only per money, man. You're way above minimum wage.
Mm-hmm. And 22.
And it's 22.
You get 40-year mortgage.
You get 40-year mortgage. You qualify for NHT with an 80K. So you're gonna get 9 million from NHT. The first thing you need to do is save 10% of your pay, or I would say in your case, if depending on how quick you want to do it. 50%. Remember now, NHT after 1 year you qualify, right? After 1 year. So once you qualify, after 1 year, apply for everything what NHT put out there. Me say NHT will put out some O-level soon. But you're going to apply for everything NHT put out. Not care which part it there. Could have there Timbuktu you're going to apply and see if you can get it, right? You're also going to save. Try and start saving your deposit. Now, the first in the book teach you, richest man in Babylon, save 10% of your money. Right. Second thing, income and expenditure. You have to watch income and expenditure. You must only buy necessary things.
Yannick says, I have to save the rent money.
Are you saving the rent money though? Are you? So when you get the pre-approval, let me know, Yannick. Let me know what that looks like, and let me know how much you have actually saved. NHT only give old people the house there. No, they're not. Just a percentage. Get it? I don't remember what the Prime Minister said, but it's just a percentage. Not everybody. It's not only old people.
It used to be though, to be fair.
Yeah, this whole heap points thing.
Right. Because it used to be points, and you have to be old to get the whole heap of points.
Like when I was buying, they turned me down first. I was 22.
I wonder how it works though. How many points you get per year?
Nobody knows that algorithm. If we all know, we would do it. If we all knew that algorithm, trust me, would have cracked the code long time and beat it.
I know, because my friend has a 3-year work history and she has 162 points.
And then when she applied the other day for the place, okay.
Right. And then I had another friend who has 5 years since COVID, and she had 200 and little bit points.
And somebody has 20 points per year, but there must be other things that them adding to that. Because with a 5-year, 20 points per year, you're only getting 100 points. So there must be other things like your income, age. There must be some other things. How long you're contributing to NHT and so on. So do you have anything in Longville Park, Clarendon? No,
we just sold
something there. We get paid, Tony. You didn't even check that out. Where's our money?
It's closed?
I don't know. You even check it out, but that seemed too long though. So Longville Park, all right, good news. Gore is going to Longville Park, but bad news, they're billing for NHT. So you're going to have to apply through NHT. They're doing some 1 bedrooms, I think. I don't know if they're doing any 2 bed. Which phone is that? All right, I see one of my Villanova people calling me, but I'll call him back afterwards. So yeah, and he's one of them struggling to get it, but because of his persistence,
yeah, he's wise.
He's what?
He's why?
He's why? He's so
he literally said, "This is my last opportunity. I must get this."
Right. He walks day and night. He calls me. Miss D them said that. Miss D them said that. I said, okay, do that. He is literally walking the walk. And he's determined. So when I'm come on a Sunday, he's determined. I'm gonna come give me some good news about tomorrow. He's determined to get it. Now, somebody like that, how can I not help them?
Yeah.
How can I not hold this piece of land and say, how can I not hold, how you get back to TikTok? How can I not hold this piece of land? Hold on, no, I think it's here. And say, yeah, I'm giving you 1 more week, or I'm giving you 2 more weeks. I want, because I know what's going on in the background, right? But you must come you must start the journey knowing that you're going to finish it. So 22, I don't want you to think that you feel that it's not possible, because if you start the journey defeated, in doubt, you're already defeated. You have to start this journey knowing that when Tony do a 5K walk, you think she can start and say, I'm not going to finish it. I'm not going to finish it. You can't do that.
I know.
I know she's going to finish 5K. If she even come dead last, she's going to finish it. Right?
And the ambulance is right there. No, you're struggling, we can carry you the rest of the way.
But her brain says no. You understand? Mm-hmm. When the first time I tried out for the army, I could not run the 7-minute 1 mile. I couldn't finish it. And them fail me. So, oh, you wanna fail me? Watch me, I don't know. And I start a piece of training on a stadium, Easy Time Stadium. The time the basketball court also wasn't there yet, on that side that them build now, near Swallowfield. I mean, I go up on my granny, change, because my granny live on Providence, Penn Lane. I change, I'm come back out in my joggers and my sneakers, and I run sometimes in my shorts, and I run, and people must want say I'm crazy, because every evening me out there I run around it, you know. And I went back and signed up again, man. And this time I run it and finish the race. So sometimes you start the race and it beat you. So you might start look for the piece of land and you have your good why, and you know how, and you know when you want it. All of that, but it'll beat you same way. But guess what? Once you jump on the horse, you got to stay in the saddle. Nothing must kick you off that horse. Right? You must jump in the saddle. Now things are coming your way. Paying the school fee, disappear, somebody sick, somebody died, all kind of things. But you must make wise decisions and know what is important for you. Like Yannick, who spoke about her boys and being in a living situation that she doesn't want to be in. That is her compelling why. But she have to know that when the obstacles are jumping in her, what is the decision? What is the choice that I have to make? That's a fundamental part of you achieving what it is that you want. Because in life, things are going to come in your way. But what do you want? Yannick, you might get pregnant again in the middle of this journey with this land and this house business. Right? So, what do you want? Make good choices. All right. Sometimes the choice is outside of you. It have nothing to do with you. Somebody else do something, and you end up with a problem. Like right now, I can't drive my car because somebody stole out my license plate. So I end up with a problem, right? Of not being able to drive for 2 weeks because the police them say I can't drive without a plate. But what is it that is in front of you? Decisions you have to make, and keep your eye on your own ball. That's the thing. So Yannick, you want to buy this land or this house? Keep your eye on the ball. Your own goal, your own ball. When you take your eye off of your goal and go and look past somebody else's goal, oh, Yannick, come follow me, go here, son of man. More got a party or more got a dance. I'm going to the university. I'm going to do this. You have your own goal. Keep your eye and focus there, so. Right? Don't allow. What are you looking for? Oh, Villages of Quebec came out. Oh, so NHT will also be having a scheme out in Quebec. Now, that is in Old Harbor. I went to that opening. Was it before COVID, Tony? You were with me?
No, I wasn't with you.
I went to that opening. That opening, groundbreaking ceremony. You know, them love the groundbreaking ceremony long before them even do nothing. So I went to that ceremony. I think it was before COVID. I don't think it was with COVID because we never have on a mask. And now they finally sorted it out and built some houses too. And I see the bloggers saying that they're going to be 12 million. Now, them know more than we. I don't see where NHT put it out yet. But apparently this scheme is coming out, the Villages of Quebec, and it's going to be I don't know. The blogger says 12 million. I don't know how much it is. But knowing NHT is probably 12 million. When they brought out Silver Sun, it was 12 million. Or maybe like how we about out 12 million. Now them have to put the price at 12 million. I remember I tell you about the universe.
But it's crazy. Like the apartments in Vineyard Town are what, 15?
But then you're in St. Andrew.
Right. And then you get to Old Harbor.
You get to Old Harbor, you get a whole house for 12.
With land.
With land. Ouch. It's crazy. But you have to chase it, guys. So when it comes out, apply. You qualify, apply. Get your pre-approval, get what you need, and apply, right? So it's 409 solutions, 2-bedroom detached houses. So but it says apply. Come out for you to apply? Click apply.
No, it's not out yet. No, it's not. The links don't work.
Links don't work yet. Well, look out for it coming out. I don't know how NHT advertises. Well, the last one I saw it on my TikTok.
Yeah, that's probably where they'll do it again.
Right. So I finished telling you how to get this place now. Deposit will come if you really want the place. It's when you know why you're not strong enough, why you can't even achieve nothing. If you get up every day and say, I want a husband, but you have no compelling reason why you want this.
And you have to do the steps. Husband not just going to find you.
Yeah, you have to do the steps. You have to get out there first so you have to know what kind of husband you want. You want one with a bar, you want one with a club, you want one in a church, you want one on a construction site, you want one who work in an office, what kind of husband you want? When you figure that out, then you have to go get yourself into spaces where he would be. So if he's a man in a bar you want, you have to purge yourself in one bar. If it's somebody in the church, you have to go figure out how to get involved in this church. Right? So you have to know. So we're talking about now associations, right? So that's one of the holes, associations. So persons around me, when they come around me and they're moving around me, like my good mentee and friend now, Sean is one of them. He was the one who drew the blueprint for Stacy. When I just met him, the same Nathan was the one who recommended it. He came as a very young man. I think Sean was about, how much he was? About 25? About that. Sean and Tony are the same age now. And him just used to come and hang out in my office every day because him draw him the drawings. He used to just come, hang out in my office. He don't really have no mama, daddy structure and all of that. But you music just come and hang out. And every day that we are talking about really, only if you hang around us, the only thing we talk about, guys, is real estate. And that's why you get bored. If you're not into the house and land business, you can't hang with us. So if you want to learn how to cook, right? You want to learn how to sew, then you can't hang with us. Because we're not talking about cooking and sewing and all these things. The only thing we're talking about is land and house, literally all day, every day. The first thing I get up in the morning, I'm going to, because I'm the first one up, 5 o'clock in the morning, going to Tony's room. She's usually up to that. She and I have the same schedule. The rest of my household, them is a late set of people. I call them late bloomers. But I say, Tony, and it is about something. Some land transaction we're supposed to be doing for either for ourselves or for a client, or something about the website again have to do with the land as a house, guys. It's literally that's all we talk about. I kid you not. You Tony, we're really talking about nothing else. So if you're around us long enough, you will catch up. You're gonna learn by osmosis, like so many of my other mentees did that. You're gonna learn by osmosis. You're gonna catch the bug and the fever of wanting to get this thing. So the thing is, too,
you have to show up.
Yeah, you go by association, right?
You have to go where
people are doing what you want to do. So if you want to buy a house, you want to buy a land. Your mother, father, your uncle, your brother, your sister, them not own a land, them never buy a land, never own a house, Oh, why you hang with them? You need to go hang with people who own a house.
Mm-hmm.
Your friend of a house, sit down on our veranda. You know the chattings and the this. You ask her, she would tell you, oh, she buy the house.
And get some. What I found out is people who have purchased want to share their journey, and you will learn. You will learn. People who have not bought anything, they only have negative things to say.
Like, Lord, the land go flood. Lord, that's our gully. Sometimes, like I see, sometimes I see guys commenting on my TikTok videos on YouTube. I'm like, wow, I don't really watch it that much, that often. But sometimes I do check it. But if you learn to ride a bicycle, you have to hang with persons who are riding bicycles. You want to learn to drive a car, you have to hang with persons who drive cars, right? Same thing with house, same thing with land, same thing with investment. That's why people come into my book club, join the various groups that we have that buy land together. You have to do that if you are. You're going to find that your life is different, right? And don't be tired of talking about your goals. If there's land you want and house, talk about it all the time. It's the people you ask them, you know anywhere to sell, you know any piece of land to sell. You go and you look. One another thing you must do is get up off your bottom and go look for the place, man. You know when the persons call me, them call over Palmetto, them call about all the lands that I have. Them don't even reach a location yet. Is it them asking me, is it a bad area? That question don't sit well with me, guys. Not area and a bad, it's just the people. And it's not all the people, it's only a few handful of people. Like the man who take a license plate off of me, yeah.
I know, and they'd say your neighborhood is bad because it's not, remember they stole a friend's car too. So
right? It's just the 1 and 2 people.
And that was all in one night.
All in one night. My plate gone and 2 car gone. Gee, me a beat. But you know, it's not even that upset me, you know. So I'm downtown. Here I know about the plate now. I come out, I go down, I drive downtown. And the security said, one plate, come here, go in a parking lot. She wanted to write it down. I said, what you say? Why? Anyway, I go park, and I couldn't figure why she asked me that. I go park, and I look, no plate on the front. She said, Jesus, please. So, I jump on Google, which me always do. I say, oh, I get by my license plate. Google said, must go to the police station. I left the car in the car park. I never wanted to drive it. I walked to the police station. The man said, Oh, you can't report this now. You have to go to the tax office and pay $2,500. Then you come back to us with that, and we will write up the report. So what are you saying to me? So will I ever pay police for write up report now? Anyway, I'm gonna drive go home the evening. Come me too tired anyway. So I'm gonna drive home. I said tomorrow me deal with it. Call a taxi, pick me up, took me to the tax office. I paid for the $2,500. Then I said, I'm going to the police station now. Went to the police station. This one that I was in, these officers, they had chat off them out or whatever. Two I went up on the bench. I wait for one of them. Eventually, half hour pass. Me not move up in the bench yet. I say, if I ever clean me, then me not move already. So I say, you know something? Let me go on next station. I went to another station. So this station was a little bit emptier. The man was just finishing up with another lady who the same thing.
They stole her license plate?
Yes. And I was next. So him started the report and whatever. So I said, so when will you're giving me this, you're gonna give me something to go back to the tax office. So I can pay for it, because I was saying to them, you need to hurry up because I need to catch a tax office. You hear the man? No, you can't go to the tax office today. It's going to take 14 days to give you the report. Me say, nearly freak out. So how you got here? So I look outside now for my car. So I say, no, I didn't drive the car, I took a taxi. Hearing. Because if you had driven the car, you wouldn't drive out of here because it don't have any plate on it. So you know.
So he was gonna impound your car?
Yeah, because now I'm not plate. I mean, if I call a record for put the car on the car door. He for call a record. But you see, what annoys me is this. Now imagine 2005. So remember, I go to the police station before now. Them tell me 25. I went to the tax office the next day to buy the plate. Then I go back to the station
to buy the police record
to report to report it. For him take the 25 sitting and report say whatever. Then now me if I go back at the police station, 3 times now, 14 days from now, I have to go back to the police station, pick up the report, then take that to the tax office and buy a new plate for $4,000. People who not tell me so, no one mad. But you know, I'm become enlightened now. I'm experienced.
But the criminal take 5 minutes to score off the plate.
Yeah,
it take 14
days to get back my plate. Back in the day now, them would have to hold on to me. I can't trust me. Every morning, I have to pray for the devil and unleashing me. You understand? Back in the day. But I get little experience, a little enlightenment now. I kind of mellow now. So when him tell me that, I say, I just jump in on the taxi. The taxi is actually a friend of mine, Antonia, knows him well. So I said, come here, I could go at 22 jerk go eat some food. I went 22 jerk and we had what was it, stew peas? Have some stew peas. I want jungle juice. So them make when them tell me say, when them say it was jumbelina, must a June plum or some pine or something. For just calm my nerves, and then him drop me home and I say bye, and that was it. I come upstairs, watch my Netflix, and I watch Netflix the whole night. Which I say, Claudia, calm my nerves. So I'm gonna use it 2 weeks. Try and finish write another book that I'm writing. Oh, and those of you who don't know about my book, I have a book how to buy. What is it called, Tony? Tony knows the name of it very well.
The ultimate guide on how to buy a house in Jamaica. What's the name of your book, Mom?
The ultimate guide. You have one here? The ultimate guide. Oh my God! You need to tell them where to go.
No, the ultimate guide to home ownership in Jamaica.
Yeah. If you don't read that book yet, that's probably why I don't buy it.
Yeah.
Where can I get it? Where is it to download? You can buy the download version. It's on for $5. What was the first store you set up to take it? My mortgage, something like that.
Yeah.
You can buy it. Was I think for the download, or you can go on Amazon buy the book for $10. Physical. Like physical books. But people, Jamaicans, who live overseas, no need for come home. Because when the man tell me, say me have to go wait 14 days to get to a report, I know them not investigate nothing. I know they are not going to investigate anything.
But what are they investigate?
As much as tell him that, listen, even if you find the man who take the plate, I'm not pressing any charges. So don't call me. Because I'm not pressing any charges.
Boy, you didn't hear the part that if you wanted back your same plate, it's going to take 6 weeks.
Yeah. If I want my same plate. The tax office said 6 weeks to get back the same plate. No. Guys, this should be a one-stop. When the citizen realize me lose my plate, if it's only tax office can collect money, tax office must have a desk or somebody who can write up the report, a form, and I complete it and put the detail in that, hand it back to the tax office, and then tax office will send that report to the police, and all I do now is proceed to the window and pay the $2,500 and the $4,000, $6,500. I'm done. One stop. That's all I need. I don't need this whole heap of back and forth for pay $6,500. You understand? Besides, on the ground me for 14 days without my car. Now, some of my friends have offered to lend me their vehicles because them do have 2 and 3 vehicles, right? But I said, no. Let me just chill on my yard, write my book, do my floor plans and my designs. And you saw some house designs. I'm telling you, guys, I met the 2 weeks productive. You think me gonna make them beat me, Tony?
Monica says where she's from, you lose your plate, you can receive the new one the same day.
Yes, Monica.
Read and Play says, went through a similar situation when my car was stolen. And from the tax office, the police station, the insurance, frustrating process.
Yes. And I'm saying we know this a digital era. We not tell me about which police officer sit down and preside over that procedure about 14 days. Come on. I need some resolution to this. That's why I'm ball this up. I'm not even call nobody. I'm sure somebody and listen to me now can relay the message. That shouldn't be. We should be able to can pick up. And it's a new plate me buying, Tony. Not even say the old plate me I try to get back, Them a force me to buy a new plate. No problem. I should have just got the tax office guys. Make the report. Give me a form, fill it in, write it up, everything, on a stamp it, on a send that on to the police.
Or they should at least be able to give you a tempered plate or something. Or like a sticker on the car that says...
Yeah, something. I'm going to go on to my driving. What is this? And then if me go drive out there without my plate, me a feeding tree for police.
Yeah.
Literally, Because every second them stop. Oh,
yeah,
why
don't do a wrecky car.
Yeah, why do I have a plate? Why do I have a plate? If me can tell him, say, oh, it just last, I may go to the police station, or may I go whatever, I may I go. I can't give them the talk. Come, officers.
I'm going back to the real estate.
I did.
Oh, Yannick says, I did get pregnant again. Why, I have 2 boys. We're just talking about things happen to buy the house.
This year, not pause. Yannick, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. You will come through it, right? You just have to keep your focus. Jason said the points are going to beat me. Yeah, the points is I'm going to beat you, but apply anyway.
Monica says someone stole your plate to move another vehicle. Yeah, like our neighbor's car got stolen, so they probably switched the plates.
What time am I to do that, though, Tony? It seems so random. And then my plate have 4 nut and bolt on it, And I like say it have 2, guys.
Yeah.
4 nut and bolt. You come with a spanner and screw off 4 bolt one time. Just so. But the good thing is that with all of that, them not beat me up. Me have work online I have to do. So I do it and I go.
Boy, but why didn't they just steal your car? Like they just come to just steal the plate.
Them don't want my car. Nobody's gonna buy my car from me. People will drive my car and not buy car and parts. A road. We're driving at a dealer and get what we need. So my type of car when me drive is not a car where people thief. That's why my insurance is cheaper than a Pro Box or a Nissan or anything like that. You notice my insurance is cheap because the type of when you have high-end vehicle, those are, and don't steal them. We don't hit our cars because when we lick our car, we feel it in our pocket.
Mhm.
So we don't drive for lick people, and people don't lick we because them them
They run up their
feel-
insurance.
Yes, them feel it in them pockets. You understand? Because you lick the type of car me drive, you lick it, you have to go sell your car to fix it.
Jason says, I need one of the Colbeck hoses, but the points are gonna beat me.
Apply.
You have parent assist, Jason.
Yeah, you can ask a parent who has not used their NHG benefit to join with you. Right? So
Jerry says, come people, like up the live on TikTok.
Stop it. Click on it, guys. Click on it. Send
Touch
some
the screen.
touch a screen. Yes. Send some what is something there? Love hearts. What I'm call it?
I see some hearts scrolling on the screen, so it must be that.
Right. See them doing it there now. Right. So come back, people. Up. Thank you, Jerry. When you go like it, you get a different drive to acquire the property.
Yes, more than just scrolling on TikTok
and look at it. You must get up off of your bottom and go look.
And not only that, you need to look at more than one so that when you find the one, you know. Trust me, when you find the real estate that you're going to purchase, there's something in your heart that flutters and your whole world open up to possibilities.
Yes. And when you start to walk the walk, you're going to find a lot of doors are going to open up for you. The universe literally opens up and help you. I can tell you that. Been there, done that. It just opens up and help you. And after you buy the first property, the second, the third, and the fourth, and the fifth is easy. It's like you just buy one cup or something. It's like 1, 2, 3. You just have to get the first one. Palmetto Pines, I'm telling me going to be ready in October. I just said I don't believe a word of it. I'm trying to believe. This is one of the things on my faith week. But I'm looking forward to it.
But
right?
It's definitely going to be ready for December based on what they're doing.
Yeah, but I don't know about October, but definitely it should be December. And then I see the rains are here again. The rains slowed us up so badly last year. But we're in a better place now where the rains shouldn't slow up. Drains are cleared, everything. So
I know the drains actually worked Friday, Saturday.
Yeah, they worked beautifully. The other thing I should tell you is that the government of Jamaica will be repairing that entire stretch, from Kitsitown all the way down, they're in where, tell you where them is now, Winters, no, what is that? Red Pond. You know Red Pond, guys, where they have the other cemetery? I forget the name of the other cemetery. What's it called? Meadowrest. So if you turn to go Meadowrest, they're on that road now. Beautiful road. So they're coming out. They come to St. John's Road, coming on to Featherbed Lane, and also the Old Harbor Road. So those of you who are buying Villanova, you're in a pretty place. Your land is going to be so valuable. People going to want to buy in there and can't, really. Same thing with Palmetto Pines. Lands are at 7 million, 8 million, and 9.8 million. Right? So remember, go to the website, palmettopinesja.com, villanova.ja.com. Humble youth, when you say ready, what you mean? They're being sold now? Which one? Old Harbor or Palmetto? We're selling Palmetto now. I don't think NHT come out with the Old Harbor ones yet. Colbeck ones, but look out for it.
They came out with the 3 schemes this week. 1 in St. Elizabeth and 2 in Kingston.
2 in Kingston. Apply. People, you look at your draw.
The application process is like 5 minutes.
Yeah. Apply. Once you don't have the, use up your NHT yet, apply. Find your mother and father who don't use it and get them on it.
I saw on the application form, it says, do you have money for deposit?
Make sure you say yes.
Yeah, and then it says something like, then you'll need to show, and it asks you, how much money do you have?
Right.
And they add that to what you qualify for.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it might help some persons if you actually have some deposit.
Yeah, it should. But the NHG gives 100% financing, don't they? For their own schemes.
Yeah.
So I'm not so sure why they're asking if you have money.
Cause maybe like you qualify, like maybe the apartments in Vineyard was 15 million, I think, and maybe you qualify for the 12 million, but suppose you have 2 million in deposit, then you qualify.
Right. Okay. Okay, because not everybody get 15 million on their money.
No.
Yeah. So guys, all right, back to YouTube.
Here's a question over here, Dante.
I really appreciate the conversation with you. I'll never allow another opportunity to pass by. Yes, guys, remember I know. Listen to this analogy. Suppose you want to get married, and 20 men walk past you. And you make the 20 of them walk past you, you don't even say hi to one. What have you done? What have you done right there? You never even smile at one of the man them. You never even go so wave your hand and so that, you know, you get some kind of connection. You just make the 20 of them pass you. Tomorrow come the same thing. 20 man just come and just walk past you. So what you say, yeah, look husband. How does that work? You can't make the opportunities pass you. You can't. You have to run it down. You have to chase it. You have to say, this is mine. You have to claim it. Gone are the days when things drop in your lap. And I don't know which days those were. People said things dropping on them lap. But me, I say, when was that? Wait, what time was that? When things used to drop in your lap. And besides, Jamaicans have a way for say, why times hardy? Times hardy. I want you to tell me when times was easy. Somebody put in a chat, which year? Tell me which year time was easy when you were alive. Which year was that when times was easy? Times hardy. Times hardy. All right, so I'm drinking this water. This glass is either half full or it half empty. So it can be half full or it can be half empty. Well, I can tell you, whatever your brain pick, whichever one your brain choose, so if you choose it half empty, it'll get more empty. If you choose it half full, it'll get more full.
I know. I saw a joke where the pessimist and the optimist were arguing whether the glass was half full or half empty, and then the opportunist took it and drank it.
Yeah, so no, it's really empty.
Yeah. And somebody else took the opportunity.
Yeah, that's so funny. Okay, half empty. You don't want it empty, no problem. We finish it fair. So my Serenity asked me what kind of car I drive. I drive a GLA, my Serenity, so them don't want that to thief. So you have to understand that the life is the choices that you make. You see, when you become an adult, we love to think that, oh, my mother never do this to me, my father never do this, I never get an opportunity, I never go good school, I never do all these things. None of that now have nothing to do with your success in our life. None of that. It's all about you. All about your thought processes. All about the choices that you make. Not the choice your mother and father did make how much years ago. It's a choice you make.
Marissa says, thinking gives you a sense of purpose and motivation when you take the steps and the push out to view the property.
Yes, it does. You have to. People remember to touch the screen for TikTok. Touch the screen so them don't kick us off. So, I get 5,000 likes today.
No.
What is that?
Over the course. It'll be today, love.
Yeah, well, there's so many. So since we came, it was 2,000. I would say it's 5,000.
Yes, I got 2,000 more likes.
I got to stop looking at that thing. But everybody, the glass is either half full for you or it's half empty. Blessings out there every day. The Creator sent blessings in abundance. It's for you to go and get your blessings. Now, I was at a conference at a company, paid for me to go to a whole heap of big wig there at the conference, man. And some of them people in our government now, top people. This was back in the day when I was working in New Kingston. Me was probably the one little underdog there, but because me did nothing in a union, them picked me out of the union and sent me. But I can tell you this. The man, what I took away from the conference, this analogy the man gave us, he says, you can go to the sea with a teaspoon, or you can go to the sea with a cup, or you can go to the sea with a gallon jug, or you can go to the sea with a 5-gallon keg, or you go to the sea with a 55-gallon drum, or you go to the sea with a tanker. Him say, which one you want to go to the sea with? Remember the choice of yours, you know. If you go to the sea with only a teaspoon, you only get a teaspoon. So if gold did I give away that day then at the sea, it's only a teaspoon of gold you get, because you only got there with what? A teaspoon. Now he says, why a lot of persons choose, remember it's your choice, choose to go to the sea with a teaspoon or a cup like this or a gallon jug. It's because they might think to themselves that that's the only thing me can carry. Me can't carry no load. Them now go with a 55-gallon drum and them certainly now go there with a tanker truck. Because they might think to themselves, but oh, me gonna carry about the gold if me get it. Oh, me gonna carry about so much if me get it. That's all them a think about, you know. Well, I'm here to tell you. The creator of them wisdom send a bag of people for help you. Whole heap of people for help you. So if you're really the good with the tanker, and you get the seawater full of the tanker, you get the gold full of the tanker, you could have called 1 million people for help you and them would have come. Because guess what? Everybody who come help you, I will get more than a teaspoon.
Yeah.
The people who come and help you, I will get more than a teaspoon.
And the thing too is sometimes don't think too far in the future. Right? Get the tank and go and get the water.
Yeah.
When you get the tank and figure out how to move it.
Yeah, not even get the water, but get the tank.
Yeah,
get the tank. You think too far ahead. You understand? Remember, you have today. That's what I keep telling people. You have today. So if you have today, why are you saying, oh, I'm going to buy this house next year, March? Really? You really think you go? Really? You believe you're going to be here next year, March? Are you only here now?
Yeah. It's like the water dispenser at the office.
Yeah.
We didn't know it was working. So it's been sat there for like, 6 months? Anyway, I tested it. It's working. And then Marlene was like, but how are we going to get the 5-gallon jug on it?
Yeah.
And I'm like, Marlene, that's tomorrow's problem. Today we know it's working and we're going to get it cleaned. And Monday we're going to figure out how to get a 5-gallon jug to put on top of that.
You have to think of today. Remember, Rome was not built in a day. All the things that you see in this world took some time. Even this simple cup I'm looking at, that's made out of stainless steel, that have a green whatever with a writing on it that says Cupkin. I can't imagine how these people sat down and designed, and then it got to production, and then them test it, and then before Claudia could I get it to drink a cup of water. Imagine how long it took.
All that work just to drink water.
Yes. So everything here that you have, Rome was built in a day. But guess what? We only have today. We don't have the next 100 years, right? So we have to do things like, so Yannick, you want this house so you can move out. This can be a next year thing and a next 2 years thing. It have to happen like no. So when you get into that frame of mind, you're gonna realize that you move like bullet and just get it done because the universe says, yeah, Yannick ready now.
Morgan wants to know, NH's coming out with lots in Malvern, St. Elizabeth. If I apply, can I still apply for Quebec when the time comes? If you're not chosen for
you're not chosen for Malvern. But if you're chosen for Malvern, you can't apply for Quebec. Or You can still apply. You might get lucky. They might not realize you apply for Malvern.
Oh.
If it come out close, then maybe you can switch. I said, no more on the cold, but me not really want the Malvern.
Okay, you're asking a question about when time was easy, and Larissa says February 31st, 2010. Ah, that's funny.
What was happening then? 2010? Where was
that?
that?
They don't exist.
Oh, February. So funny. Lanessa? Lanesra? Linsra? How's that pronounced?
Lanersa?
Lanesra? Lanesra. That's so funny. February 2010. Yes, rude boy. So funny. When was life ever easy? When, as you know it, when was life ever easy? Some people love tell about another day. Really? Look at them and ask them, good if life did really easy.
Someone's asked you, is Gore Home still in business? Yes, Gore is still in business.
Homes? You mean Gore Development? There might be a different company in Gore Homes.
No, they're called Gore Homes.
Oh, Gore Homes. Yes, they're down in Falmouth at Coral Springs, 26.5 for 2 bed.
And they're in Portmore.
And they're
Phoenix.
in Portmore, Phoenix.
Park Village 2 Phase 4. What a long name.
Listen out for the new Gore coming in Phoenix, coming in Portmore too, right?
Lanesra.
So Lanesra. Okay, thanks, Lanesra. Lanesra. That's so there is Gore coming out with more house support, more. Me say more house can done. House can spoil. You doing it?
I didn't even realize there's so many land in Portmore. Like,
yeah, they're coming out with the other phases, guys. So look out, because maybe they allow you to register again on the website, call them up, find out what's going on, when it's coming, and see if you can get on that list. All right?
Norma says just start, everything will fall into place.
Yes, just start.
And Daughter of the King says, what are the prices for Palmetto Pines? Palmetto Pines starts at $7 million for 3,000 square feet. We have large lots, 6,000 square feet, 9.8 million.
NHG giving them 5 million.
Yeah.
If it's 2 of you, NHG will give you 7 million to build, so to buy. So those of you who have partners or mothers, fathers, whatever, you can join with those NHD, and it's 7 million to build. And to buy the land, and when you're ready to build, NHG will give you 10 million to build. That can be a 2-bedroom, guys.
Morgan says, but one is a lot and the other is a house.
What's that?
She wants to apply for both Malvern St. Elizabeth land and then Colbeck house when it comes out.
So what's the question?
I don't think it's a question.
Why you want to go? You live in Malvern, or you just want to apply sake?
She favors the closer you are to the.
Yeah, that's another thing. The closer you live to the development, your favor. So if you don't live in St. Elizabeth, they might bump you out anyway. Right, but there are ways to beat that too. I remember talking about. Oh, if you don't live here, so you can't go to this school.
Yeah, but you can't really beat with NHT anymore because your tax address is going to be specific. Your employee records of your address is going to be specific. So unless you've changed those in the last couple of
days, proof of address that they give them too.
Yeah.
It's going to be specific. But guys, don't wait on an NHT scheme either. You can buy on the open market.
I think the reason why they wait though is probably the deposit. Because NHT does 100% financing.
But don't wait, everybody. Listen, if the line long and it go down there, so why you join it?
Yeah.
Why you join it? If it just go around the road, it'll beat the line. Seriously.
Or if you had done a little bit more effort and save a deposit.
Yeah.
Sometimes just take a little more
just
effort.
A little bit more effort.
And you would have
had it packed. Right? So
time's up.
Time's up. Oh, Guys, time's up. Any land in Gutters, St. Catherine, or Church Pen? Send us a WhatsApp. What's the price for land in St. Anne? We have a land development selling now, 200,000 US. That's in Draxar.
Quarter-acre lots with sea view.
But them, they're pricey. It's like 30-something million in Jamaica. That's pricey. But them have cheaper lots like in Brownstone, top of Salem, which is like Beverly. Go the other side, you have Three Hills. Go to Charlestown, and you have Three Hills. So some lots up there for 11 million. But anywhere on the coastline is pricey. On the coastline. But you have to go up in the hills if you want less price. And if you're over upon the sea view side, even more money. When I say sea view side, if you're over upon the sea coast side, more money. Because remember, the North Coast road separates some people on the sea and some on the hillside, right? So, and remember, everything goes in steps. Do not enter the game because you have your chest up here, so but your budget down here, so don't do that. You still enter the game because this house here, so is gonna build with the equity. Not saying it to catch this, but you will get close enough, right? So you dream to live in a Draxall, you might start at a Charlestown. Properties I sold in Three Hills for 2.5 are now at $10 million. Right? So you need to just use your steps and your ladders and your leverage to get to where you need to go. A lot of you don't use your leverage. You can't save to buy real estate because real estate run faster than the fastest ass we run out there. Right? You can't save for buy it. You have to use a bank to leverage NHD to leverage you. You must do that. So Jamaicans are going, I don't want to take the loan, I don't borrow, I don't want a bank. Come on, guys. I tell you that they said that the man they borrow the money and Billy Mouse and sell that and move again and sell that and move again and reach. Boom. Any lands in Portland with a river on the land? Wow.
Any land in Beverly, Salem price?
Send me a WhatsApp and ask me about the lands in Portland, but you have to have some serious money. You have to have money. I looked at a land, especially Portland with river. I mean, literally Portland with river.
Looked at it, was like what, 3 million for it?
US?
Yeah.
Yeah. If you have money from liver, unless sometimes you have some boonies when I have no light and no water, off grid, they can get a piece of land with river more reasonable. But that's really off. You don't have any utilities, right? And why you want the land on it.
You're asking about land.
Oh, in St. Elizabeth. So you have to use the bank to leverage you. Liquor. Again, the book in Babylon teaches that, guys. He says, borrow from the money lender, pay a liquor, and the book actually tells you to buy house and land for future. Meaning what? When you have your land them, you have your house them, you can sell them one. You have your income. Some pension in banks and so on. The only way that works for you is if you're a high income earner. If you're a low income earner, minimum wage and you earn 1-2 million a year, 3 million a year, that's not going to work. Then she money and go buy a piece of our house. And then add on to it little and collect your rent. That's what you need to do. Don't make them dry you in them rich people things.
Nowadays, there's gated community near Alexandra and St. Anne.
No. Alexandra, that's a far place. Remember, I went up there. Oh my gosh, rude boy. You know what I said? I would never go back up to that place there. How is land prices looking up in St. Thomas? Through the roof already. through the roof already because of the highway.
Buy land now, but I was thinking of waiting for NHD Quebec.
You can buy a lot now, but I was thinking on waiting on NHD Quebec for the house. But you can do both. Why you can't do both?
Because it's NHD.
Land in Mago buy, not house, land.
Yeah, but then
if your name is on a land and it don't have any house on it, you still don't have a house. You can still get your NHD benefit.
The full benefit?
Yes. So if it is, you buy land and you use 5 million, you still have, what, 4 million? The only problem with that is that if you're applying for NHD scheme,
which is what Quebec is,
yeah, it might work against you because I'm going to look on them system and realize them give you a loan for the land already.
Right.
But if you can buy the land cash or buy it with another company, not with NHD.
But either way, they're going to pick that up because it's going to match your TR on it.
But it's a land in map, not house.
Okay. But will they still give the full benefit? What they only going to say, but you can only get a difference, so.
I'm canceled. I'm entitled to 9 million. Plus, you can join the loan with a bank, right? You can join the loan with a bank. But it might be a little bit tricky.
You can't join the loan with no bank.
Yes, you can join an NHT loan with a bank.
NHT scheme house. You said you're waiting on Quebec.
Yes, you can join NHT scheme house with a bank. You can.
So what would be the purpose of the percent financing?
Because you might not qualify if you're with the mother and father and wife or whatever. So put the house at 612. Suppose the house is you only qualify for 6.
Yeah, but when I looked at the NHT application, it said it checks first if you qualify for the full NHT money. Mm-hmm. Then it asks if you have deposits saved and how much. And then the next question after that is, do you have parent assist?
Mm-hmm.
And the parent assist again is NHT points.
But it doesn't mean that two persons can apply for the property.
2 NHT people can apply, yes.
So both of them have to have NHT contributions? Yeah. I guess that's a part of the weeding out process. So if you really want to apply for the Quebec, you wait on the land, but you have to wait.
Yeah.
Everybody want the 12 million now. I wish I could find a property where I could have built some house for $12 million now.
Well, you'd have to get government land.
And I missed the developers meeting the other day. I hope they sent it to my email. I totally missed it. I wish I could find a property where I could really develop it and give them. Well, the government own the land, so they're not really paying for the land anyway. Subsidize the houses, so there is no building this at cost and selling it. I guess the profit is from the interest that they charge you.
NHT, they're not looking for no profit like that. Profit is when they collect your NHT every year,
I know. NHT send it to the bank first. If you work over 30,000 per week, you go to the bank. Which is why now is a good all them low income earn. I don't know why them don't push forward and buy property. Because if you earn 30,000 or less, NHT will give you $12 million to buy a house. Plus, you only pay 2% deposit. But the house have to be under 14 million. If that was eligible for that, buy that was long time. We'd have to find a $12 million house.
Somebody said, what if I have land? If I have land?
No, they're not going to give it a loan. They need to get the title. Land without title don't work. You have.
Tiny says, Miss Claudia, do I have to NHT?
To do what? To buy? If you have your NHT benefit, I think you should use it because that's the lowest interest rate you'll ever get.
And the least hassle.
So if you have the NHT, use it, join it with a bank loan, and buy what you want. Yes, you should use it.
Tasha says, what if I just started paying my taxes as a business owner?
as a business owner? You mean your personal income tax, NHT, NIS edition? Take you 1 year to qualify if you live in Jamaica. 1 year to qualify.
It's really 13 months, so
13 yeah, 13 months.
But you have to do one full cycle.
And then in the 13th month you can apply.
Yeah.
So those of you earning minimum wage, as you know, which is, how much is it? Is it the third week? Is the minimum wage? I don't think so. 60,000 per week.
That sounds more like it.
16,000 per week. So
yeah, somebody says it there.
Earning 60,000 per week up to 30,000 per week UHT for your loan. And it's the easiest loan you're ever gonna get. So those of you working these salaries in fast food joints, call centers, are you only paying 2% deposit? Find a house for it 12 million. Find your beg, borrow your 2% and go for the loan. The last thing I'm gonna show you is, when did NHG become less hassle? Yes, they're less hassle.
Yeah. Since this year, actually.
Since
they started sending you to the bank first.
I took my NHT. My daughter sent them NHT already too. Don't pay the loan them too. It wasn't any hassle. You just have to follow the steps. Them get a long a checklist, you know, like you go university, you know, but I had a thesis, you know. But just make sure that you actually follow the steps and give them the documents that them ask for. When it becomes a hassle is when you don't follow the steps and you don't give them every single piece of document. So them telling them one, 2 picture, one with one, you know, this, that,
the
JP thing, them get some only palm figure fill out.
And some people can't follow basic instructions.
Yes, you have to follow the steps.
They say 3 months pay slips, and you don't bring the 3 months worth of pay slips.
Yeah, and some of you get bi-weekly pay, you miss out a week and all these things. Come on. You must follow the steps, guys. I did the NHG for my daughters. It was 1, 2, 3. There was no hassle. You just have to follow the steps.
Need to fix that.
Oh, have I lost my TikTokers? Did I? Hope not. Oops. Look like I froze them. Okay, guys, here we go. Sorry about that. What if you don't want to use a bank? You must use a bank to leverage you. You don't have to use a bank. You can't use your cash. But it takes you so much longer. Time you're going to take for go save $6 million, you know, just borrow $5 million and deposit $1 million. And pay a little, as my book said, richest man in Babylon. Go to the money lender, guys. So, Tony, them not believe about the $12 million house. Let us show them on the loan amortization how much somebody would pay back getting. And forget for telling you the interest rate at 0%. That are the part one me never tell you no. So how come we not talk about government now do nothing for you? Come on, guys. So minimum wage earners earning 16 to 30,000 per. Remember now, 16 to 30,000 per week. You can get a loan of $12 million from the NHT. Your interest rate is 0%. Your deposit is 5% of 12 million. What is 5% of 12 million? I think that's 240,000 if my math's right. No, 2%? Somebody do the maths and tell me. But I think so. So it is it? 10% of 12 is 1.200.
What do you think about
a 240 answer?
The development in Beechertown?
Hosanna, I haven't been up there yet, so I can't give you my opinion. I've been to Beechertown. But where up there it is, and I have to drive up there. Don't reach up there yet, guys. So if you get in 12 million, your loan term is 40 years. You're young, you just reach under 30 and under. 0% is your interest. You're literally only paying 25,000 a month. Then I rent money that. So why not go find a house of 12 million and go back? Tell me why. Because we're $2 million. Yes, I'm a sir. 40,000 deposit. Somewhere to put your ambition. And I'll finish your refund contribution. But you literally could 250,000. Let's that from the bank, guys. And you could say, let me waive the legal fee, sell a lawyer. You 2,500 for stamp duty. Yeah.
How much is interbank?
Interest rate upon them loan, the short-term loan they take, so that's 18%. Hi, Zaven. Oh, my God, mommy, not me. My gosh, we borrow 200,000, you pay 6,348 per month. Then, guys, 25,000 to NHT, 6,348. Let's call it 6,005. So you're paying 31. Back to you, Tony. You're paying $31,000 per month, and you're in your $12 million house. What is so hard about that? Now is the time to buy. Now is the time to build. The Prime Minister said that when he won the election, not this one, the one before. No, this is a third term landing, so it was the one before.
First term.
Yeah, he said that. And I don't remember. Now is the time to buy. Now is the time to build. Now is the time to make an investment in your future. Tony, we need to look for the clip. He said it. He said it. Nicholas, you said 18%. Wow. But 18% on 250,000 is almost 6,000 something. How much you pay back when you don't pay? You can pay it for 5 years, or you can pay it down quickly. So you pay 380,000 when you don't pay. Not wrong. No matter if me I get 250,000 for the deposit my house, I want me done paying a 5 pay the bank 380,000. I'm with you and your friend them. So come on, guys. Do it. Is JN and VMBS offer the same as NHT? No. Higher interest rate. JN and them people are 8.9.5.
And you have to pay
and you have to pay a fee for them to give you the loan. With NHT, you don't pay the fee for them to give you the loan. Upfront. No, with this offering at 12%, I don't think you pay any fee to NHT. Okay. The Prime Minister begging for come by the house and I don't want to need for them. But why I don't do it? What do you think? Somebody just said.
A little bit more.
Oh. What? Send heart.
Thank you.
What things are. But thank you, guys. I send me gifts. Send me gifts if you think what I said today made sense. Send me gifts. Oh, hi. Oh, Ready. Are you named the captain?
Hi, Ready.
Hi, Ready. Ready's part of our construction team. Ready. Hope to get come back here soon so we can kick off and roll in.
All right, time to wrap up.
Oh, it's time to wrap. If them low me there the whole night I chatting to people. But guys, listen, get your land, get your house, stop wasting time. Just do it. What do you think about the development in Beach? Oh, I don't reach it. Any more TikTok? Somebody saying, hi, Miss Davis. Hi, Tony. Sooner than you think. Oh, yes, Ready. Sooner than I think. Where's the houses on land? Where? Which house on land? What's the interest rate on a building loan? NHT's loans, the highest is 5%. The lowest is 0. So depending on your income, that's where your band drop. If you're a low income earner, meaning you earn 30,000 or less per week, your interest rate is 0. No reason not to get the loan. Even if your interest rate is 5%, myself to build on land, my daughter to build on, all three of us to build on land. Perfect.
How
Work
do I
for it.
apply for the ones in Colbeck? You have to watch NHT website and wait until they come out.
Wait until they come out. You're self-employed, what that mean, homeboy? UKHT love self-employed people. Sign up, qualify in 1 year just to see
I
him.
think Homeboy is in overseas, so he's gonna do voluntary.
You know, you're doing voluntary contribution, homeboy. Voluntary, but you have to wait 2 years. Somebody said, I'm have land no title. No, that's not going to work. You need to get a title. Get the title. All right. Get the title. Get the title, everybody. All right. So we see you next week. Remember, share the TikToks so that your friends can get the information as well. And remember to invite them to the live. All right. Tony, if you last the Buffalo. So thank you, ladies. Thank you. 11 at night. That's Claudia. Thank you for staying with us. What advice do you have for people over? Buy? Just get pre-approved. Morgan, the banks out here give you loans, you know. The banks give you loans. You need a mortgage officer? Send me a message. I send you the link. You fill it out. Give the officer everything she asks you for. Your bank, your job letter, your payslip, your credit report, your tax return. Yeah, everything when she asks her, she give, tell you how much you can borrow. You match that with how much money you have in your bank account. We'll find your house you buy it. Don't be afraid to buy. And all of the foreigners, they want to live on the North Coast. But a lot of you have allowed the North Coast prices to run away from you. So you can't get on the North Coast again. But nothing is wrong with the rest of Jamaica. The rest of Jamaica have houses just the same. Right? So I remember, Audrey, even in a Jamaican drive, go anywhere. Plus the government giving us highways and byways. I mean, it's not like say we're gonna stop and drive through what a place they all used to drive through all day for reach go. That don't happen anymore, guys. Half hour, 1 hour, we're there. St. Thomas come there. Boom, 1 hour. I'm in a Portland. I'm done. I'm doing me and do. I'm come back on me. That's what we're doing. And they're now doing that road. That's I'm gonna show you that road. That road is the one that starts at Saltmarsh, I think, skirts the town. So it does not, you don't go into Montego Bay. You can skirt it, exit Montego Bay, continue on to Lucy or wherever you're going. We have houses all over. So now because your friend them by Draxal and by Richmond and all of them bossy places and them can afford that, don't mean that you have to somewhere else and still go visit your friends. Right? So if you're living overseas and you should try and own a property here. Things are come on YouTube, which was how much years ago now? A couple years well.
Yeah, even 8 years ago.
Right. I've been saying this. You are going to stay overseas, look at us on your TVs, and wish you had made the effort to buy a property here. Remember, you don't have to live in this property. You can rent this property. You can keep it as an investment. When you're ready, you can also sell it. The value is going to appreciate, right? So don't be afraid to make Jamaica part of your investment, part of your lifestyle, part of a place where you want to live, to work, to enjoy yourself. Don't be afraid. The other nations are coming. So what about you when you're born here? What about you? Come on, guys. You need the loan, take it. Pay for something. I love paying mortgages because it stops me from buying foolishness with my money. I said that to Tony the other day. He said, Mom, why is it listen? No, you don't understand the psyche. You know, me is a woman. It didn't make me for spend, but me I have to devise a strategy to stop myself from going rogue. And my mortgage.
Yeah.
What keeps them motivated to work, to come here and talk to you guys, so we can find properties to go sell. It's motivated to do the work. If me sit down there and say, no, I mean, I have no mortgage to pay. I mean, I have nothing to do. Me, watch Netflix all day. I spend money all day. That me what I do. Every day I'm there at Jade Garden. I'm there around. Yeah, because I spend money. So I spend drift around myself. All right, everybody, we're gonna wrap up. No, we're gonna see you next. Right? So you can not get to today, but definitely by all right.
And she's grounded, so all she can do is answer.
I watch TikTok.
I watch TikTok.
And Netflix. All right, everybody.
Bye,
Bye.
everyone.
Bye.
Have a good week. All right, so press that.
Where over here you press.
Exit TikTok.
Okay, great.